Have you ever wondered how some companies seem to improve endlessly, always getting better, faster, and more efficient? Well, there's a secret behind their success, the PDCA cycle. Originally developed by Dr. William Edwards Deming, this four-step method plan, do, check, act, has helped businesses like Toyota, Amazon, and even small startups achieve continuous improvement and long-term success. But how does it work? And more importantly, how can you use it to improve your own processes, whether in business, strategy, or even personal productivity? Let's break it down. The cycle begins with the planning phase. This is where everything starts. Before jumping into solutions, it's crucial to identify the problem clearly. What isn't working? Where are the inefficiencies? The best way to find answers is through data, customer feedback, or performance insights. Once the problem is defined, the next step is to analyze its root causes. Tools like the 5 Whys technique or a Pareto analysis can help uncover what's really behind an issue, rather than just addressing its symptoms. With a clear understanding of the cause, the next step is to develop a plan of action with specific, measurable goals. Once the plan is set, the do phase begins. This is where you test it in the real world. But instead of making sweeping changes, the PDCA cycle encourages small-scale implementation first. This minimizes risk and allows for controlled testing before committing to a full-scale rollout. Every step should be carefully documented: what works, what doesn't, and any unexpected challenges. This phase is not about perfection. It's about gathering insights to refine the approach. After implementation comes the check phase. This is where results are analyzed to determine whether the changes had the intended impact. Were improvements made? Did new issues arise? Data-driven evaluation is key at this stage, using performance metrics, customer responses, or operational feedback to assess success. If the plan worked, it can move on to full implementation. If not, adjustments need to be made before proceeding further. The final stage of the cycle is the act phase. If the results are positive, the new process is standardized and applied on a broader scale. If the outcomes were not as expected, the cycle begins again with a revised plan. This is why PDCA is a continuous process. It keeps evolving, ensuring ongoing improvements rather than one-time fixes. Many companies have successfully used this method. Toyota has applied PDCA principles to refine its manufacturing systems, eliminating inefficiencies and improving product quality. Amazon constantly tests and refines its customer experience, using small-scale changes before implementing major updates. Even small businesses can benefit. A coffee shop struggling with long wait times, for example, could analyze peak hours, test workflow changes, measure the results, and implement the best solution permanently. Although the PDCA cycle is simple in theory, many organizations make common mistakes. Some rush to implement changes without fully understanding the problem. Others skip the evaluation phase, assuming that if something appears to work, it doesn't need further analysis. Another common error is failing to involve key stakeholders in the final decision-making, leading to resistance or poor execution. The key to success is following all 4 steps with discipline and ensuring that each phase is fully completed before moving on to the next. This structured yet flexible approach has helped businesses and individuals refine their processes for decades. By continuously cycling through planning, doing, checking, and acting, companies and individuals can adapt to change, eliminate inefficiencies, and keep improving. Now, think about a challenge you're facing. How could you apply the PDCA cycle to solve it? Enjoyed what you saw? Hit that subscribe button and like this video to join our community and never miss out on new content.